지금부터 한미일 3국 외교장관의 공동 기자회견을 시작하겠습니다. 오늘 회견에서는 강경화 외교부 장관, 마이크 폼페이오 국무장관, 코노다로 외무대신께서 각각 5분 내외의 모두 발언을 하시겠습니다. 먼저 강 장관께서 사전협의에 따라 영어로 모두 발언하시겠습니다.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press, from Korea, from the US, from Japan, I also think. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome the US Secretary of State, Mr. Mike Pompeo, and my Japanese counterpart, the Foreign Minister, Mr. Taro Kono, here in Seoul. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deep gratitude to Secretary Pompeo for coming to Seoul right after the historic summit meeting between President Trump and Chairman Kim Jong-un of North Korea on June 12th in Singapore. This is also Secretary Pompeo's first visit to Seoul as Secretary of State, so welcome, Mr. Secretary. Your presence here today demonstrates better than anything how closely we work together to strengthen our alliance and to achieve our shared goals. I would also like to convey my deep gratitude to Minister Kono for maintaining close coordination for the success of the U.S. DPRK summit. And it's very good to have him here back in Seoul so soon after his visit in April. During the meeting today, Secretary Pompeo briefed us on the outcome of the June 12th U.S. DPRK summit. I congratulated him and President Trump for the success of the summit, which will be recorded as a historic turning point towards completely ridding the Korean Peninsula of the last remnant of the Korean War, resolving the North Korean nuclear issue, and securing permanent peace on the Korean Peninsula. The following are the key points of our meeting today. First, on the U.S. DPRK summit, the three of us welcomed the adoption of the joint statement in Singapore, where Chairman Kim reaffirmed his firm and unwavering commitment to the complete denuclearization of the peninsula, while President Trump committed to provide North Korea with the security guarantees. This is the first time that the highest authority of North Korea promised the President of the United States to work towards the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, which we believe has bolstered the political momentum for action to resolve the North Korean nuclear issue. Secondly, we shared our understanding that the June 12th summit is not the end, but a new beginning towards a denuclearized and peaceful Korean Peninsula. In this regard, it is our shared expectation to see substantial progress in the denuclearization process through follow-up negotiations, building upon the outcome of the U.S. DPRK summit. We also hope that this process will spell out a more concrete picture of a brighter and more prosperous future for North Korea. Thirdly, the three of us agreed that we would not have been here where we are today without the close cooperation of our leaders. Especially the frequent and close communication and the trust forged between President Moon and President Trump have been the driving force that has led to the summit in Singapore and ensured its success. In this regard, I look forward to continuing the no-daylight cooperation and consultation with Secretary Pompeo, as well as Minister Kono, towards a complete denuclearization and permanent peace on the Korean Peninsula. We will continue our close cooperation with other neighboring countries as well as our friends and supporters of the international community. And lastly, Secretary Pompeo and I reaffirmed that the ROK-US alliance, which celebrates its 65th anniversary this year, is robust as ever, that the United States forces in Korea has played and will continue to play a crucial role for deterrence and peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula. In conclusion, let me say how grateful I am to Secretary Pompeo and Minister Kono for the fruitful exchanges of views today. Thank you very much.
강 장관님 감사합니다. 다음은 폼페이오 장관님이십니다.
It's truly an honor to be here in Seoul, standing with Foreign Minister Kang, Foreign Minister Kono. It is an incredibly pivotal moment in history, following on the historic summit between President Trump and Chairman Kim Jong-un. The trilateral cooperation among the United States, South Korea, and Japan has been crucial to the effectiveness regarding our efforts related to the denuclearization of North Korea, and it was certainly key to our opportunity for the summit in Singapore. The discussions we held today amongst the three of us reflect our three countries' commitment to continue working together towards the ultimate success of this effort. Today, the Foreign Minister and I discussed the outcome of President Trump's summit with Chairman Kim Jong-un and the importance of staying closely coordinated throughout the entire process of denuclearization. The President's summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un 2 days ago does indeed mark a turning point in the U.S.-North Korea relationship. Kim Jong-un's public commitment to completely denuclearize is an important step towards bringing lasting peace and stability to Northeast Asia and indeed to the entire world. As the President said, this will be a process and not an easy one. Staying closely aligned with our allies, the Republic of Korea and Japan, will be critical to the success of that outcome. The world should rest assured that the United States, the Republic of Korea, and Japan remain committed to achieving the complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization of North Korea. The U.S. alliances with these two countries are absolutely ironclad. Minister Kang, Minister Kono, and I have developed a close friendship, and together we will continually closely coordinate with respect to North Korea as we move forward together. President Trump has also made it clear that if Kim Jong-un denuclearizes, there is a bright future for North Korea and its people. He outlined that vision beautifully here in Seoul when he spoke at the National Assembly last November. We envision a strong, connected, secure, and prosperous North Korea that is fully integrated into the community of nations. Kim Jong-un indicated in Singapore that he shared that vision. We are eager to see him take the next steps to achieve it, because the United States is ready for a new chapter in our history. Thank you.
폼페이오 장관님 감사합니다. 다음은 고노 외무대신입니다.
First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Minister Kang Kyung-hwa for hosting this trilateral foreign ministers meeting immediately after the first U.S.-North Korea summit in Singapore. This is the first trilateral meeting since Secretary Mike Pompeo assumed the current position. Minister Khan and I are pleased to welcome Secretary Pompeo to join us. Today, I would also like to thank Secretary Pompeo for providing us with a timely and first-hand briefing of the summit meeting, where Chairman Kim Jong-un committed to the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my heartfelt respect for the strong leadership of President Trump and hard work by Secretary Pompeo. This is only the beginning of a challenging yet significant process to achieve our common goal, peace and stability in the region and beyond. Through North Korea's complete, verifiable, and irreversible dismantlement of all weapons of mass destruction and ballistic missiles of all ranges. Following Secretary Pompeo's briefing, we had a frank discussion on how we urge North Korea to take concrete actions towards the full implementation of the relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions based on the outcome of the summit. We all reaffirmed that the three countries continue our joint effort to this end. With regard to security guarantees to North Korea, in the joint statement, North Korea reaffirmed its commitment to complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, while the United States is committed to provide a security guarantee to North Korea. We understand that the United States will advance the discussion on provision of security guarantees while carefully monitoring whether North Korea takes concrete steps to fulfill its commitment to denuclearization. And we also note that no security guarantees have been given yet. In addition, concerning U.S. ROK exercise, we believe that the Japan-U.S. alliance, as well as the deterrence based on them, play an essential role in security in the Northeast Asia. With regard to the pause in U.S. ROK exercise, the detail will be discussed between the United States and ROK. In any case, we understand that any pause in exercise is contingent upon DPRK action towards denuclearization. We also understand that United States maintains its commitment to defend allies, and Japan-U.S. security commitment and U.S. forces in Japan posture remain unchanged. In any case, we would like to maintain close contact with them since these issues may also affect the security of Japan and the region. Japan continues to seek to normalize its relations with North Korea in accordance with Japan DPRK Pyongyang Declaration through comprehensively resolving outstanding issues of concern, such as nuclear, missile, and abductees issues, as well as through the settlement of unfortunate past. Japan will continue to play an important role in realizing peace and stability in Northeast Asia in close coordination with the United States and ROK. I am looking forward to further working with both Secretary Pompeo and Minister Kang Kyung-fa in the future. Thank you very much.
고노 장관님 감사합니다. 이제 기자분들로부터 질문을 받는 시간입니다. 시간 관계상 각국별로 기자 한 분씩에게만 질문 기회를 드리겠습니다. 먼저 한국의 조선일보 김진명 기자 질문해 주십시오. 답변을 듣기를 원하는 장관님을 지정해서 질문을 해 주시기 바랍니다.
네, 저 한국 기자단을 대표해서 질문드리게 된 김진명 기자라고 합니다. 저희 한국 기자단은 각 장관님께 한 개씩 질문을 드리기로 결정했습니다. 먼저 강경화 장관님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 트럼프 대통령이 언급하신 한미훈련 중단과 궁극적인 주한미군 철수에 대해 사전과 미국 측과 얼마나 협의가 있었는지 궁금하고 사전 조율이 없었다면 우리 정부는 어떤 입장이며 한미훈련 중단은 정기훈련을 포함한 모든 훈련을 의미하는지 아니면 대규모 일부 훈련만 의미하는지 궁금합니다. 또 오늘 아침에 CNN에서 오늘 8월로 예정된 을지 프리덤 가디언 연습의 중단을 현지 시각으로 14일 미국 정부가 발표한다는 보도가 있었는데 이것이 사실인지 오늘 회담에서 관련된 설명을 들으셨는지도 말씀해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
My second question goes to Secretary Pompeo. Mr. Secretary, with all due respect, joint statements signed in Singapore lacks many details which were included in previous agreements with North Korea. For example, 26 years ago in South North Agreement in 1992, North Korea pledged not to produce, maintain, use any nuclear weapons, and they also agreed not to have uranium enrichment and plutonium reprocessing facilities. And 13 years ago in 2005, in a joint statement generated from six-party talks, they agreed to verify all denuclearization and promised to abandon all nuclear weapons and existing nuclear programs. And President Trump and you have mentioned so many times the U.S. would not repeat past mistakes, but how can you believe North Korea's sincerity when they refuse to clarify the specific timeline and measures of denuclearization in a written form? So did you believe North Korea because North Korea mentioned some initial steps, including the closure of missile engine testing sites? And how can you be sure you're not repeating past mistakes or even making worse mistakes by allowing North Korea continue endless negotiations and try to run out the clock? And do you have specific measures in mind to verify North Korea's denuclearization?
最後の質問は河野大臣に伺いしたいと申します。 今朝日本政府は今年の8月ぐらいに朝鮮との首脳会談を開催するという予定であると報道がありましたが、もし拉致問題とか非核化問題に進展がなくても、日本政府は朝鮮との関係改ざんを続けて推し進めるつもりですか？ Thank you. This is all my questions.
네, just so happy to see a very multilingual representative of our correspondence. 제게 준 질문에 대해서 답변드리겠습니다. 트럼프 대통령께서 김정은 위원장과의 심도 있는 그 면담 끝에 하신 그 말씀은 아마 이렇게 막 조성된 남북 사이의 대화 모멘텀을 좀 더 강화하기 그런 동기에서 말씀하신 걸로 풀이가 됩니다. 한미 훈련의 문제는 한미 동맹 차원의 문제이고, 동맹 차원에서 군 당국 간 협의를 해서 늘 결정하는 문제입니다. 앞으로도 그럴 것이라고 생각됩니다. 아무튼 이 동맹의 문제는 한미 이 철탄과 같은 연합 방위 태세를 유지한다는 전제하에 모든 이슈를 다루고 있다고 말씀을 드리고요. 이것은 우리 오늘 3자 간 외교장관 사이에는 이 문제가 논의 안 됐습니다. 깊이 있게 논의는 안 됐습니다. 이건 군 당국, 한미 군 당국 간에 좀 더 협의를 하고 조율할 부분이라고 생각을 합니다. 네.
다음 폼페이오 장관님.
Let me, you asked several questions there. Let me try and address them comprehensively. Three things that are worth mentioning. First, there is not any difference between the three ministers and our leaders up here with respect to how we're going to address the denuclearization of North Korea. The agreement that was signed made very clear that this would be the complete denuclearization and made express reference and incorporated into that the very well done document, the Panmunjom Declaration, which itself incorporates all previous agreements between inter-Korean agreements. I think that's important as we come to understand the agreement that was signed between the United States and North Korea. What happened in Singapore created an enormous opportunity. And when we refer to the mistakes of the past, they were providing economic and financial relief before the complete denuclearization had taken place. That is not going to happen. President Trump made that clear not only in his press conference, but made it clear when he was with Chairman Kim Jong-un himself, that the sequence will be different this time. That's important. It is central to the understanding. You suggested that there was some risk that the clock would run out and that they would delay. We believe that Chairman Kim Jong-un understands the urgency of the timing of completing this denuclearization, that he understands that we must do this quickly, and that sanctions relief, we should recall these are UN sanctions, that sanctions relief cannot take place until such time as we have demonstrated that North Korea has been completely denuclearized. The summit created this enormous historic opportunity for us to move forward together and fundamentally reshape the relationship between the United States and North Korea. Verification is central to that. Complete denuclearization certainly encompasses that idea very clearly. And I know each of the three of us leaders here today are tasked with making sure that we implement that in a way that is as quick and as complete as we can achieve over the coming days and weeks.
감사합니다. 고노 장관님.
日本政府の立場は日朝平壌宣言で謳っている通り、核とミサイルと拉致問題を包括的に解決をし、国交を正常化する。そして、北朝鮮に対して、経済支援をするというこの立場に変わりはございません。これまでもさまざまなルートで日朝間のやり取りはございましたが、総理が直接北朝鮮と対話をするというのは、ただ話をすればいいというものではなくて、問題解決につながる形で首脳会談が実現されなければならないというふうに思っております。アメリカ、韓国としっかり連携しつつ、あるいは国際社会と協力しつつ、 北朝鮮と直接しっかりと向き合って、拉致問題の解決に向けて、日朝間で努力をしていく決意でございますが、今の時点で何か日朝の直接のハイレベルでの対話の検討をしているということはございません。
감사합니다. 다음은 미국 기자분 순서인데요. 조시 레드먼 from AP.
Thank you so much. Secretary Pompeo, President Trump, just after returning to Washington, said people can sleep well tonight because there's, quote, no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea. Isn't that premature when North Korea has just as many nuclear weapons today as it did a week ago? And do you understand why that might make your allies nervous that the Trump administration is too trusting of Kim Jong-un? And to Ministers Kono and Kang, have you received any assurances from Pompeo that the KCNA report is false, that the U.S. has not agreed to a phased approach where concessions are made before denuclearization is complete? Thank you.
So I'll take both questions. Foreign Minister Kang obviously can answer for herself, but let me be very blunt. President Trump has been incredibly clear about the sequencing of denuclearizations and relief from the sanctions. He said this from the very beginning. He said it again to Chairman Kim, and he said it in his press conference following his meeting with Chairman Kim. With respect to your first question, the one that was actually directed to me.
Can you tell us what that sequencing is then? Since
I just did. I just did. We're going to get complete denuclearization, and only then will there be relief from the sanctions. With respect to your first question, what the President was speaking to there is the moment that we had in Singapore, the moment where, for the first time, an American leader sat down, a sitting American president sat down with the leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and had a blunt conversation about the changes that would need to be undertaken in order for North Korea to rejoin the community of nations. When he talked about the reduction in threat that followed from that, it was with eyes wide open. He said this in his press conference. It could be the case that our effort will not work, but we're determined to set the conditions so that we can right this failure of decades and reset the conditions for North Korea's participation in the community of nations.
Thank you. I am absolutely assured of our shared goal, our shared approach, and how we will proceed to reach complete denuclearization. I've been assured of that from day one, working with Mr. Pompeo, and so I didn't need an additional assurance today. This is some fundamental basis, a premise that we work together on.
Sequence has been clear and confirmed since meeting with Secretary Pompeo, first meeting with him in Amman, right after he assumed the position. So there's no doubt about it between U.S. and Japan.
네, 감사합니다. 다음은 일본 기자분인데요. 우츠미 마사부미 from 시사프레스.
時事通信の内海と申します。私から日本人拉致問題についてお聞きします。まずポンペオ長官ですが、先の米朝首脳会談においてトランプ大統領からどのような提起があって、キム委員長からどのような返答があったのか、また長官ご自身がそのやり取りをまみれなものとして受け止めたのかどうか、その印象も含めてお聞かせください。で、河野大臣にはそれを踏まえてお伺いします。安倍総理が、日朝の直接対話に意欲を示しています。で、今後、拉致問題の解決に向け、日朝の直接対話をどのように具体化していくのか、現在の検討状況についてお聞かせください。長官には、そうした日本政府の取り組みについて、韓国政府として、どのように連携していくのか、お考えをお聞かせください。
Ms. Would you like to go first? Sure. So I'll go first. President Trump indeed raised this issue. He raised it on more than one occasion. He has spoken at some length. I remember sitting in the Rose Garden when Prime Minister Abe and the President were both there. The President could not have been more clear about his expectations with respect to North Korea's obligations for the return of the abductees. He has been unequivocal. He's been very clear. He was so with Chairman Kim as well.
Could I just add, because my answer is also pretty much the same. 네, 우리 문재인 대통령께서도 김 위원장께 이 문제를 제기를 하셨고, 일북 사이에 양자 차원에서 해결을 하도록 독려를 하셨습니다.
安倍総理は自分の責任でこの拉致問題を解決する意欲を示されております。さまざまなルートでこれまでも日朝間で対話が行われてまいりましたが、先ほど申し上げましたように、ただ会って話をすればいいということではありませんので、拉致問題を含めた問題解決につながるような形で首脳会談が実現されればいいというふうに考えております。その方向でこれからさまざまな調整が行われることになろうかと思います。
네, 감사합니다. 이것으로 오늘 공동기자회견 모두 마치겠습니다. 세 분 장관님, 기자단 여러분 수고 많이 하셨습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much. 아리가또 고자이마스.